and welcome to this week's Tentative tutorial. My name is Sylvester A. Hansen, and I will be your narrator slash artist for this bit of pixel art, which I did in collaboration with the Facebook group The Daily Spit Paint. So without further ado, let's begin. So what you see here is me just starting up the drawing. Whenever I feel like my creative juices are running particularly low, I usually tend to go towards those Facebook groups, the Daily Spit Paint or the uh, Daily Speed Painting Fun Times ones. These are groups that actually provide you with a very limited set of amount of time in which to make a drawing, and then they provide you with a theme for the drawing. In this particular instance, I worked with the Daily Spit Paint, and the theme was the Little Red Riding Hood. So I sort of thought they would be fun to create a drawing which was inspired by early 90s video games and sort of that 16 8-bit era. So what you see here is me just creating some assets and repositioning them and just sort of creating the world in which the Little Red Riding Hood actually lives. I decided to make it black and white to accentuate the redness of Little Red Riding Hood. It's a very cheap trick, I would say, but there's nothing wrong with cheap tricks. If one thing is colored on a generally black and white background, the colored thing will stand out. You'll actually notice that much more. I also centered the character. You'll see me later actually struggling a bit with composition. I centered her in the middle of the screen, mostly because I thought the camera would actually follow her around when she's walking around this world. Um, Again, this is actually not a game that's going to be made, but that was sort of my thought process going into this. I also wanted to add a house in here to just sort of give you a sense of what a building or a structure might look like in this world. So there's a quick thing that I'd like to address about the channel or the YouTube thing in general. So for the last 2 weeks, I have not been uploading. I know it, and if you're a loyal viewer, you know it well as well. Now, the reason that I've not been uploading is I've actually been out of town. I live in Denmark, and which is part of Scandinavia, which is part of Europe, if you were unaware. And I have been in California, in America, which has been so much fun and a very much needed vacation. So GDC, the Game Developers Conference, was coming up, and I was lucky enough to get an opportunity to go. And that is the kind of opportunity that you don't really pass up. So I packed my bags, went overseas, took an 11-hour flight, which kills, had a lot of jet lag, which kills even more. But despite all of this, I would not change that experience. It was so great. I spent almost 2 weeks in San Francisco, a city which I have come to love, and then I actually went south to Los Angeles for 4 days, and I saw all the sights, and I was very much, in that yay Disneyland, yay Six Flags sort of a mode, which was also a lot of fun. I went with friends. It was great. And if you're ever considering going to California, I would very much encourage you to. So that's just the quick story of why I haven't been uploading. And of course, now I will be going back into that one video a week, 4 videos a month format that I have set myself at the beginning of the year as a New Year's resolution. So what you see here is just me trying to create a little bit of filler to flesh out the world a little bit. Like, for instance, here we have a barrel standing in front of the house. I was thinking that would be a rain catcher. We do that a lot in Scandinavia, having those barrels which can then catch rain, which I actually don't know what you do with that water. I've never actually asked somebody who has it, but I've seen it a lot, so there you are. A lot of this, what I'm doing here is actually, oh, and I'm done. So that sometimes happens. The time flies and I don't really know what I'm saying. So what you see here is just the quick 16-bit Little Red Riding Hood sketch that I did. just to say that I'm back, and I will be uploading on my usual schedule. So thank you and goodbye.